now, so this should be all good. And then I'll just double check that it's all good.
Cockroach? Oh no, never mind.
You said what?
I thought it was Caddie cockroach. I was like,
Alrighty, we're all live on YouTube, so this is PCFL Season 2, Super Bowl number 2. So we have right here McCornmeal, and we also have Driskley as well announcing. So we're good to start.
oh boy.
You posted the link? Oh, there it is.
All right. And we got one side ready. We're waiting on these Panthers. You know, I guess we'll talk a little bit early on here. You know, Drisk, we talked a lot about you know, big moments from this game, big moments from the past season, what to watch for. But I think the topic I kind of want to hit on just early on here, right? These Titans have been great all season.
All season. Besides, the beginning of the season where they had, a certain coach take over the team and they had a little rough patch, not winning many games. I think they won like one or two maybe, but once they got control of the team, undefeated. All the way up into the playoffs. Still undefeated. Won the Super Bowl last year, might do it again.
Now looking for back-to-back titles here. Back-to-back bursts, and hell, maybe we even go for the trifecta next season. But I mean, a lot to be desired here tonight. These Panthers on the opposite end, they're looking good as well.
Are looking good. Did get control of the team. They hired a new coach week 18. They lost that game, but still made the playoffs, and now have won their first round. Second round was a bit of an upset, and now they got the championship. Now they're in the Super Bowl.
Well, these Tennessee Titans going to be kicking it off to the opposite end. It's going to be out back of the end zone here. So Carolina going to start on the 25-yard line. Tennessee not known for maybe their defensive prowess at the top. Obviously the offense, the big kicker. But Carolina, big opportunities here to start out this game. Realistically speaking, I mean, let's talk honest here. Bryce Young under the helm. Maybe not someone who I thought I'd see in the Super Bowl so early in his career, but here we are.
Yeah, second year in the league. And the Super Bowl. I mean, got that X under his foot, so he's been balling. I expect a lot of runs here from the Panthers, maybe a little play action work. But I think the real battle is going to be on the other side of the ball. The Titans offense versus that Carolina defense. That's what the real show is going to be.
We'll kind of wait until that happens. Talk a little bit more about the Carolina defense when they're out on the field. But now Bryce Young. Drop back just a touch. He's got 4 out on the offsides. Couple routes on the right-hand side. He's going to throw it short over the middle.
Miss? Oh,
go a few yards. A couple missed tackles. I mean, that's going to be good for about a 15-yard gain. That's a nice little start out the gate for Bryce Young and his young receivers.
What should have been a 10-yard gain ends up being 15 after a couple missed tackles. About to start wrapping up. And let's talk about these uniform choices here in the Super Bowl. Now what you would really see, you got the Carolina black alternates looking very nice, and the Houston Oilers for the Titans.
Oh, but he's going to get it out to the right side. Big juke move, cuts out back over towards the right. Nice run, 33 yards already for Young on the offside. I mean, you just got to tip that, honestly.
Good quick passes. Making the right read, not throwing nothing on the field.
See, Adam
a nice little one-on-one over there.
On the right, maybe try to get the corner off him. Going to toss it out towards that opposite
Ooh,
side.
good
able to
grab.
complete the catch right on the sideline.
Good grab.
But beautiful already. 3 for 3 completions to start out the game for Bryce Young, making smart decisions with the football. They're marching this ball down the field.
We're going to see if the Titans can figure something out on defense. If not, just going to turn into a shootout. And I like the chance of the Titans in the shootout.
Step back, drop pass over the middle. Going to be complete for a few yards. Not going to be too much, but again, just keeping that rhythm, keeping that consistency early on here for Bryce Young, making sure that he can get settled in as his first time in the Super Bowl. A lot of young guys on this roster, but some veterans as well. Adam Thielen could have an opportunity here over the middle. Going to be user. He's going to hop it over towards that left-hand side. First down and some more. Tries to break a few tackles, but they're down to the 5 and an opportunity for a touchdown here.
It really looks like that Tom Brady New England offense, huh? Just quick passes. Might take a shot every now and again, but surprised we haven't seen some more runs here yet.
Audibles for a drop back. Looks to pass once again. They're going to pressure is there. It's a big sack and a huge tackle for a loss.
Oh, my food is here.
About 11-yard loss on the play. Still going to be second and goal, but the Carolina offense backed up super deep. Big plays for the defense early on here in the game. Bryce Young trying to get everybody to calm down. He's got A over towards the right-hand side, but the pressure gets to him once again. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd and goal. And I mean, Drisk, what are you seeing out here early on from this team?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Well, good job. My commentator was with me the whole time. Oh, he's got a receiver over the middle. Shuts the tackle. He gets help into the end zone on 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. The Panthers will strike first. They're on the board for 6.
That quick little pass, easy touchdown. I said I was going to get food. You didn't hear me?
No.
My bad.
Just came back in time with a tutty, though.
Did anything happen after the stop? Was there another play?
Just a incomplete pass.
Okay.
But over the middle on 3rd down, they come in big. Great call by Bryce Young. Talented offense strikes first. They'll kick it off. Now here's the real talk of the conversation. This Tennessee offense, their high-flying aspects, and the ever-blitzing Carolina defense.
Yeah, I expect a lot of zero blitzes coming from this Carolina defense. See if the Titans can figure out a way to stop it. I do know they played in an alternate universe, and this Panthers user came out on top in that universe.
Lots of opportunity here.
Defensive coordinator really taking his time picking a play here.
Yeah, it seems like we're gonna have a lot of decision for a play that seems rather obvious. It's gonna be a zero blitz up the middle, two rushing. Duncan gonna be there. They're gonna stop him pretty quick. Only about a yard of gain on the play. So a generous touch there to start off the game. Tennessee not wanting to take too big of a risk on the opening drive. Now we get to 2nd and 9 though. Will we see something a bit deeper? It looks like we're gonna be in the 3-4 zone here from the Carolina defense. We'll see what Tennessee opts to do on the offensive side of the football.
That's why I make a side note that my Five Guys burger is amazing.
Now you heard it here first, Brooks. Drisk loves Five Guys.
All right.
Deep back, all day to throw over the middle up to the 50-yard line. A 25-yard pass to start the game off here for the young quarterback. Tennessee moving the chains.
You know, Malik Willis. Holy shit.
I don't think they have the same melanin content.
There's another one.
Oh, it's wide open. It could go all the way through. Not going to break the tackles at the end, but 61 yards in back-to-back plays. Malik Willis moving the ball down the field, but the receivers getting open. Carolina's defense not able to break open the way they wanted to. It's already going to be down to the 12-yard line in the red zone and an opportunity for a score. Malik drops back. Looks for his options. He's got one open in the middle, but he's just going to run it through. He's going to try and run forward. Oh, but the ball is fumbled at the 2-yard line, and Carolina's got it.
Gotta slide. You know you want them yards, but gotta play it safe. So you didn't get a safety here, though. See what the Panthers cook up here.
But the run is there.
There's a safety.
It's going to be a safety. 2 points for Tennessee's defense, and they've got the ball back with a punt coming from the Panthers.
My dasher didn't give me any ketchup, so I have to go get ketchup now.
Going to field it about the 10. Has a lot of room to run here. Probably could get a few yards out of it. Just going to dive his head forward, drop down to the 20. And now Malik Willis back under center once again for his second drive of the game. Was a fumble from him down at the 2-yard line beforehand, but it led to his safety, so some good points.
Whoa. Carson Strong is in the game. What happened to Malik Willis? He might be hurt. Might be out the game. Carson Strong is in.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe we'll have Malik Andrews on the sideline give us an update here in just a touch. But for the time being, it's going to be 2nd and 2. About the 28. Lots of room to work down the field, but we saw this explosive offense be able to take it down in just
there's
2
Malik
plays
Willis
to the
back.
opposite end of the field. Malik Willis back in the game. Been great all year. Looking like Tua Tagovailoa from the NFL this season with a 71% completion percentage
right.
throughout the entire year. Fantastic quarterback, but really you just got to tip the players on this Tennessee offense for being able to get this ball moving. 6,600 yards on the year, but he's going to take a deep shot. He's got a receiver wide open. He's
Terrible
got a shot down the
catch.
field, 30-yard line, and some more. Beautiful from Carolina's defense as they get shit on.
Terrible catch. Terrible catch. That could have been an easy touchdown. Willis looking, stirring. Quick drop down the middle. Ty J. Spears breaks the tackle.
And, confident through the air is this Tennessee offense. The run game throughout this year hasn't been the greatest. 900 total yards on the ground with 169 carries for Tyjae Spears. But really what we had to look for is that air assault and the raid that they want to sending. Blitz comes, under pressure is the quarterback, 85 through the middle. It's going to be into the end zone for a Tennessee Titans touchdown. They make this Panthers defense pay. And unfortunately, they're going to take the lead here early on. It felt like Carolina had a great opportunity being able to stop them down at the goal line, but that safety going to prove costly.
Yeah, picking up that blitz, that zero blitz, usually got all them crossers on the field, slant, something's going to be open. You're going to go for 2 here. Going to try and make it a 3-point game. See what they call here. PA boot.
Beautiful play.
I mean,
into the end zone.
I don't even know how you stop that.
Simple answer, you don't.
I'm going to get catch up.
Kick to the opposite end. Hopefully Carolina this time going to have a better opportunity to get some yardage and not get stopped back in their own end zone. Not exactly sure if I love that outside sweeper play that they tried to go with last time, but at the end of the day, regardless, score still stands at it is. Bryce Young has been phenomenal here so far early on in the game. Can he continue that route once again? He'll be dropping back, looking for a pass. Just a little screen out to the right-hand side, so it's nothing too crazy, but a little dump-off check down is going to be good enough for about at least some yardage back to the line of scrimmage. So 25-yard line and goal to go, essentially to the opposite end of the field. 2nd and 10, strong left side contention here. Feeling over the middle, but he's got another route. But it's
user.
It's picked off, 34, opposite end. He's going to be going all the way out the back.
The user. That's a good look right there.
Oh, it looks so promising for the Panthers early on in this game, starting to spiral out of control quickly. A 10-point deficit unanswered from this Panthers offense.
And we'll say the Panthers were down in their last game, like 21-7 or something like that. They come back and overcome and win that game. Ended up making the user quit, that user being me. So, let's see if they can make another comeback here.
Oh, Super Bowl at the end of the year. Plenty of weeks, plenty of practice. Guys on the IR.
Definitely
so many things that could go wrong.
Shout out Will Levis.
Pass there. It's just only going to be about a 2-yard gain. Going to get a end of the first quarter here. So at the end of 1, 17-7, Tennessee going to be on top of Carolina. Not in a sexual way, of course. Crowd getting into it now. Once again, there's a short little pass over towards the left, but it's going to be 3rd and 1. Big play coming up here on 3rd down and short to go. 9 for 11 here from the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young.
Another pass, probably going to RB. Yep. I mean, I will say I know for a fact that the Titan users hate playing against offenses like this, where they just start these quick drags and slants. I mean, you just got to bring that team down, and I guess when you bring those defenders down, they throw that deep shot. So,
well, speaking of it, be able to get something here, but it's going to be deflected on the back end. The pressure gets to Bryce Young this time, so an incomplete pass there, going to set up 2nd and 10 from the 43. I mean, they're slowly making their way down the field, so I mean, very conservative from the offensive standpoint right now, but it seems like you're trying to get this ball out just a little quick, not allowing really anything to develop in the backfield. The pressure continuously getting to Bryce Young. He felt comfortable in the pocket earlier on in the game, but now that that's starting to collapse, he's really trying to force that ball out early.
Yeah, it's really weird seeing that, Bryce Young's had a very consistent year. Had a 100 passer rating this year and threw for over 4,000 yards. So see if he can get back in locked in here.
He got RB over the middle. Probably going to be where the ball's going, but it's a little further down the field. A diversion route from 6 is going to open up the window for the tight end to get some yardage down the field. A big first down, a nice conversion for Carolina. And finally, they get that big chunk of offense that they were hoping to get in this drive.
See what they do here. I'm going to expect another pass. Surprised we haven't seen that much running. I think he tried to run earlier, saw he didn't get that many yards and just gave up on it.
Now, the more that we see of these little dump-off routes from this Carolina offense, the longer that clock is going to continue to tick down. As we saw, Carolina did get the ball early on, so if Tennessee's able to capitalize here, potentially get about, say, 3 minutes left on that clock when they get this ball back, could very much be in their favor to get a score before they get that ball in that second half reception.
Another dump-off route to Miles Sanders. He's got to be the running back. Got to be the leading receiver between the two.
And you see in the backfield, Deshaun Elliott, the one.
I'm gonna put my money.
Tennessee defense.
I'm gonna put my money on this ball going to RB.
No, the money would have been on the house right there. That's a good bet there. It's probably at least a 3-2 odds. Not making much, but it's not going to lose you your money like that. And we'll get a close-up of Deshaun Elliott, as we were talking about beforehand. Actually, I don't think that was Deshaun Elliott. You know he wears 21 on the Dolphins.
This ball is going to the running back.
By the way. Running back over the middle, but the user's going to be there. Rolling out to the right-hand side. The scramble from Bryce Young's going to be good. He's going for the first down. He's going to be able to get it down to the 5. That's tough. Grit right now.
We're going to get back up. Rocking the Jordan 1s. Looking nice. I'm going to say this goes to the drag route or the running back.
We'll see what happens here. RB going to be out towards the corner. Over the middle. It's going to be caught inside of the end zone. That's going to be a Carolina Panthers touchdown. They drive it down the field. They take their sweet damn time to do it. But by the time they get down, we'll leave 3:54 left on the clock. We'll kick it back the other way. The kick is up, and it's good. It's going to be a 3-point deficit. 14-17, Tennessee leads.
So let's make I'll make an over/under of 1 minute on how fast it takes for Tennessee to score here. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with the under here. Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. I think it's a safe bet.
Let's see what hits. 3:54.
And I'll say this though. This Carolina defense, they have been stout for pretty much the entire year as well, led by their captain, J.C. Horn, with 7 interceptions. It's one to watch for here in the Super Bowl. Would love to have a big picking. But they're going to be sending pressure. That's a look for Malik Willis. And as he reads the defense, he's going to be calling things back on the opposite end. Audibles under center.
Going to get this ball out quick.
Ike on the drop back. Pressure going to be under center, but now it's going to be good, at least for one. You get it across the middle. You get some good yardage out of it. You keep the clock running. 2nd and 3 at the 32.
Let's see what we got here.
Right side stack could be across or over.
Oh my God, he had a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. Had a receiver deep.
Might not have had time to throw it though.
Might be a case of just having that first read and not really being able to scan the field as quickly as you would have liked.
Classic Trevor
Lawrence. We're going
Lawrence.
to be in the exact same situation again. Same formation. Couple different routes though.
Had another touchdown.
Side, right in the breadbasket. Beautiful pass from Malik Willis. Going to keep him 8 for 8. 151 passing yards on the night already. This Super Bowl could be an MVP conversation for him if he's able to keep up this play all the way through the end of 4 quarters. Going to be back to the exact same formation once again. 5 deep on the left. Willis back to drop. Looking for a throw.
Oh, bumped by his own teammate.
Man, and unfortunate there. First incompletion for Malik Willis, and that'll set up 3rd and 3. So short yard to gain. Still could be the deciding turning factor of this game. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. A punt here could force Carolina an opportunity to score before Tennessee gets the ball after half.
Guess what's being called? Another 0 blitz.
But he's got to have a man wide open. If he can make one miss, it could be in danger for the opposition. 32 going to be down to the 35, but it won't matter. It's good enough to move the chains, keep them on the offensive side of the ball, and now Carolina going to be reeling.
There's been some. I'm reading the comment in the chat. Says that this commentator needs to replace Al Michaels.
Well, look, I personally, I love Al Michaels. If you would have said Joe Buck, I would have said, thank you, that guy's a fucking schmuck. I have more excitement in my right pinky than that guy does in his entire body, and his fucking forehead's massive. Thank you, John. Malik Willis back to drop once again. Oh, he had 5 up the left-hand side, but it was in double coverage. Not sure if he wanted to throw it incomplete over the middle. Big knockout by 7 there. It'd be nice if I knew the fucking numbers of the players, I'll be honest.
I wish I had somebody
like, in the NFL booth where they would point to the number every time somebody makes a play.
Oh, I'm sorry.
True thing that happens, by the way. Yeah, no, it's all good. Wide open over the middle, but he's got another one over on the right-hand side into double coverage. It was a tight window to get it into, but it's a first down and now goal to go. 9-yard line. A few plays here. Looks like the people that took the over on a minute drive down the field are going to be...
that's going to be cashing in.
But an opportunity to score. Going to be handed off. 32 now down to the 5. Tyjae Spears has been fantastic for this Tennessee offense all year long. Going to be his right-hand man here and going to receive the ball once again. Wide open hole, but he takes it down, trying to run the timeout. Timeout going to come here.
He did not want to give Carolina the ball back. Kind of disrespectful, yeah. I mean, actually happened last week, or 2 weeks ago against the Bills.
Oh, cuts it back, knocks him silly. Oh, get out of here.
Last week against the Bills had a wide open touchdown and fell like in the 5-yard line because they didn't want to score right before halftime and ended up not even getting a touchdown or any points at all. So
Tennessee will be happy here that they don't repeat history. But once again, score back up to a 10-point gap. Carolina, 1 minute and 7 seconds to work with here now. They're going to take it out the back, kneel it down, take it to the 25, not waste any time off the clock. They've only got a timeout to work with here to the 3 on the opposite end of Tennessee. And look, I'll be completely honest here. With how this offense was running beforehand, with the little 5-yard check down merchant that Bryce Young is trying to be, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get to the half-field mark by the time a minute ticks off this clock.
Uh-oh, throws a deep one. Oh, almost picked.
Could have been picked very easily. But he only wastes 5 seconds there, so you're not too terribly upset with it. Gets knocked down to the ground. Set yourselves up for 2nd and 10. You can kind of breathe a little easy. Don't need to get up towards that field whatsoever. Bryce Young going to talk to the team. Going to call it out. Over the middle. He's going to be there. The user was there. An opportunity for a pick, and it's going to be good down to the 35. Picked up and dropped like a man.
Crazy. You either got there a little bit late, still got the knockout. Teammate comes and help him out, catches the ball on the tip. Surprised he even caught it. Most times they don't even catch that shit, so.
Unfortunate tip pass, but here we go. 7. Over the middle. Willis has a man open. Spins off of him. Breaks back over towards the right-hand side, and somehow is still moving down to the 21.
I believe that's going to be Rashid Shaheed.
Seconds, 3 timeouts left. Plenty of opportunities to get this ball into the end zone.
That's going to be Rashid Shaheed.
A pretty close game at the half mark. Now could be blown wide open by Tennessee, and he's got a man over towards the left-hand side. The hatch is good. Tennessee in for the score. They're into the 30s. And Carolina, they've got some goddamn work to do.
And it's looking like another Malik Willis masterclass game. I mean, he's just throwing it wherever he wants. There's always somebody open.
3 scores. That's the difference between these two rosters at the moment. 21 seconds. You still have that timeout to burn. But it seems like it's been pretty indecisive for the most part for the young QB, Bryce Young, on this Carolina offense. We talked, young guy. First time in a big game like this. Would he fold? Bad snap under center. Nice one-hand snag with his left hand. Going to get it over the middle. That's going to be a timeout from Carolina. So 16 seconds left. A bit dicey here. Obviously, you wouldn't want to see a pick, but you need to take these deep shots down the field, and that's what exactly Bryce Young is looking to do here. 3 receivers lined up on that right side. You got a streak on the left from the ex-player. Over the middle. RB gonna be open. That could have been slight PI, but we're not going to
bit of PI there.
It looks like he was making a play on the ball. Now, if it's the Dolphins in that position, we might be a little loud. But you know what? It don't matter. We got him open on the left. Good. Bat down. Left-hand swat. 8 seconds left. 3rd and 10.
Right.
Still 56 yards to get down the field.
Is that Tremaine Edmonds? What the fuck? The linebacker making a play.
15 hot on the route out to the outside. Called it good. Gonna be caught almost through the hands of the receiver. Dot from Bryce Young.
We're most likely just going to see a Hail Mary here.
But Jonathan Mingo couldn't get his hands around it. Here we go. Deep route to the left side. Tennessee back playing prevent. Last play before the half. Carolina wants to take a shot down the field, and Will throws it into double coverage. Not going to be caught. It's batted down, and that's going to be it. Teams into the tunnel. 7 minutes in both of the quarters left to play. We've got 14 minutes left in the game in total. Halftime here at AT&T Stadium with the Titans up 31-14.
You got to think, how good would this Panthers team be if they had some wide receivers? I mean, Jonathan Mingo, Adam Thielen. I mean, you got to think like that's just hurting their team, right? Gotta get some better wide receivers in free agency here coming out.
Well, we talked about J.C. Horn. We talked about Carolina's defense. How their offensive firepower certainly sets the tone for the team overall, but Tennessee's been so hot here today. Carolina's defense, they're going to need to come up with a huge stop here if they want any chance of being able to keep this game close. Little dump out over towards the left side. Nice snag. It's only a 3-yard gain, but it keeps the ball in your possession. Malik Willis just continuing to get those completions to his receivers. He's in a rhythm right now. He's feeling good. He's cool, calm, and collected as he has been the whole season.
Yeah, it's not really looking like... Oh, here's another zero blitz. Let's see what happens here. He stopped sending them for a while. I think he's going to get back in his bag with them.
Tajay, screen route out to the right. Looks like he wanted to go with the football, but gets laid out in the backfield. If that was Josh Allen, he'd flop like a pussy, and that would have been rough in the passer.
Hey, you gotta respect the acting job. We got the Lakers rappers named God.
He's got a man wide open. He's going to be going to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Tennessee. Put his cock in your mouth and start sucking on it. 38 is going to be to 14 here in a second. This game is getting blown out of the water.
Yeah, it's looking like we might be going for another scoring record here. I do know that the NFL didn't state a mercy rule limit, so you cannot go past 35. So, oh my God, the football
is gone. And I'm not exactly sure what the ruling here is at the moment. As I was just introduced to this for a slight bit of fun, but it looks like that.
Looks like it's going to be a forfeit.
That might be it, folks. All right. Well,
It looks like the Panthers are walking into the goddamn locker room.
It looks like the Panthers are going to be asked at the moment by the Titans, did you pray today? Because they just got digged down on some gangster shit, folks. I'm going to be honest.
God damn.
That was a spanking. Oh, well. As the Super Bowl
all these
comes to a
people
close, I
laughing.
usually see, Super Bowl teams quit out after 2 and basically we'll call it a minute and a half of some change.
Oh, the game isn't over. There's no plan, but
those Panthers, yikes. Bryce Young, the bust everyone thought he was. Malik Willis. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think he was gonna be able to get himself to a Super Bowl. That guy. Oh, he was riding the whole game. I ain't gonna hold you. Chris, takeaways from the game.
Malik Willis is him. If you block enough people to stop the blitzers, I guess people will be open. Didn't happen for me, but it worked for him, so.
Yeah, you got to think, folks, maybe a skill issue.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
Alrighty, and that'll be the end of the stream.
It was a pleasure. Thanks so much. It's been a pleasure bringing you the PCFL Season 2 Super Bowl. Have a phenomenal rest of your night, and